Got a beautiful sunny winter day in BC. I thought I'd do a quick walk around of the FJ and what I've done to it, and show a couple clips of where it's gotten me, obstacles it's dealt with. So starting with maintenance, a ton of maintenance has been done. All calipers have been replaced, rotors and pads obviously. Every single bushing is polyurethane. Tie rods have been changed, CV axles.
Yeah, there goes the axle.
Everything in the front end, ball joints, have all been changed. Suspension, it's a 3-inch lift. The Icons long travel setup in the rear, with terrain tamer front suspension. Magnaflow catback that came with the truck. I honestly would rather have a OEM exhaust. We got a full-size spare with a mismatched wheel and tire, trash bag. In the back, with the seat folded down, I built a platform so I can actually sleep back here. It can fit a 6-foot person just fine. You can sleep perfectly straight. Drawer system, saw, kinetic ropes, tree savers, ratchet straps, air down tools, shackles, come-alongs, and what else do we have here? Farm jack base and a snatch block. It's all in this drawer. Over here we'll have our tools, spare coolant hoses, hand wash, gloves, spare tie rods, my tool bag, shovel, pry bar, spare U-joint, first aid kit, and some food. Snow brush sits in here along with my axe, my breaker bar, and my torque wrench. This is the hose for airing up. Cheap Amazon recovery boards mounted on the roof that I do not recommend. Cheap farm jack that has gotten me out of a lot of sticky situations. Home built rock sliders that have seen some rocks. We have RCI lower link skids that have seen some rocks as well. Kumo MT71 mud terrains that I've driven on for 30,000 kilometers with no complaints. It's seen a lot of sand, ice, rocks, snow, dirt, everything, mud. JBA upper control arms. The ball joint was replaced on that as well. The terrain tamer front shocks. ARB skid plates that go all the way back to the transfer case, which is nice. Coastal off-road home-built bumper that I welded up with a Smitty built 9,500 pound winch, some steady off-road lights, my projector retrofit headlights that I've been working pretty well since I've put them in, an oil pressure gauge, my Cobra CB radio, but no one uses CB radios in the West Coast. Fire extinguisher, 6-speed manual. I got all the lights here, and I finally fixed my rear locker and a cheap little LED strip to kind of illuminate that panel. zip ties, gorilla tape, and an emergency blanket just in case. It had quite a bit of rust. It was originally an East Coast car in the Salt Belt in Ontario, Canada. So the door here was actually rotted out. I had to cut this section out and re-weld new metal on there. The other side is a perfect example of what was happening. I was getting a little bit of bubbling here, but when you open the door, it was much worse. So I do have to take care of that. The frame has some rust, no holes, it's pretty solid, but the body, however, I've had to cut this whole section out and re-weld new metal there. Which I was surprised. The body was rusting out faster than the frame. No big deal. Nothing structural. Under the hood, nothing is special. Everything is bone stock, other than my Smitty built compressor that I hard mounted with the regulator and auto shut off. We got some ditch lights here, eBay snorkel, bunch of body damage. Oh man.
Can we just remove the fender here, or it's gonna take a while?
Zip ties. All in all, it's a great car. It's been across the country twice, and it's taken me everywhere I needed to go and never really let me down. Everything that I've broken on the trail, I was able to replace. And they're super easy vehicles to work on with a little bit of mechanical knowledge. Always carry spare CV axle in this bag because those tend to break often, and rear lower control arms because these also bend often if you hit big rocks. But and toilet paper. You always need toilet paper. But yeah, that's a pretty basic setup, something I've been kind of picking on over the years, and it's come to this point. The vehicle is 309,000 kilometers old. It's a 2007, and starts right up. No problem. No check engine lights, nothing. I've had to replace the air fuel sensor and one of the ABS sensors because I hit some ice and it broke. But other than that, it's just normal wear and tear maintenance items that I've changed. No major overhauls, no major components that have broken. So I honestly can't complain. This has been such an amazing vehicle. 3 wiper blades. Come on.